Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 38. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So the Bills going with a dime package now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. They've got 1st down from the 31. Allen taking right to the air. He finds Kincaid running the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got a man left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They motion the tight end over. Allen on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying with Robinson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. This is taken at the 44. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Right up the gut. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Allen now on first down. Looking slant route complete. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills go up 6-0 here in the first. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate.
Slow snap, and they're in to block it. A Falcon has it. There he goes on the right side. 30. And he is into the end zone, so they steal 2 points on the block kick and return. You could really hear the crowd swell. First on the block, and then again as he scooped it and started the return. Brock, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest for us as well. You know, the rule that they could take it back for 2 was introduced in 2015. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back is still in the single digits. Incredibly hard to do, but they just pulled it off.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The career's my estate when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want...
2nd down now, 7 to go. Penix working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Penix on 1st down. The Bills getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those examples where the athletic ability and the mental decision-making, Kate, are not in sync. His running, got him out of harm's way, got him outside those defenders. But without the decision-making, to just get rid of the football, it creates an enormous loss.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Snap, a give to Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. To the air with Penix. Lofts it deep right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 44-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Bit of an odd score thus far, 6-2. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have second and pretty long here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Allen setting up to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down from the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! The Bills now lead by 10. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Falcons score 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Penix looking to pass. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's Penix to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Penix now. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 48-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 from the 41. Now Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Handoff now from the gun. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
319!
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Option give here. They get to him behind the line, Brock. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Allen fires out wide complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Bills trying to add to their lead. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. To the air again, Allen. He brings it in. Now that one only picks up 2, but more importantly, it does put him in 1st and goal.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Again, Allen to the air. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Pass now to kick this away. Here's Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Penix. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, Penix. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Throwing now on first down, Allen. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And this one doesn't go far. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Round 80. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. There's a dive up the middle. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
319.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. Has some daylight through the 40. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons make it an 11-point ball game. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Hauled in left side. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. So out now comes the punter. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Losing 9-20, the 3rd quarter.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air with Penix. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, here's Penix. He's got a man left. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Robinson on the inside give. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Liking 18.
Penix working from the gun. That one complete to Pitts. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Penix now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Allen now on first down. Connecting on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby. That's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Allen. He lofts it deep left. Big gain downfield. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Allen. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. 4th down. Here's Allen. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, let's go.
Penix on the move, headed right. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
10 at the 42-yard line.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
this offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Going right side, Davis with it. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Allen on the play action. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. The return begins on there. The ball is loose. And their offense still gets this one. They're taking over as the fumble skips out of bounds. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Short pass brought in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route to catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. This is Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7. Forced out to his right. hole. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor wrapped in to pick that one off. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining in this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
All right, Marlon.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left with 4th down here.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. It's Penix yet again. Try and push it deep downfield. second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a
The
chance.
Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And he's into the end zone, so the two-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the fourth.
17.
Down inside 2 minutes now. They're going to line up to try the onside kick. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation. There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get